Okay, so can you tell us what specifically you do with Chayal's angels?
So I'm a certified acupuncturist, and so I stick needles and use moxa on these soldiers, some of whom have never had acupuncture.
And you're coming at them with needles.
And I'm coming at them with needles. And I say to them that the needles have to be in you for 21 minutes. And during that time, you're mine. I will watch over you. Even if there's an azaka, a siren or something like that, they always put me in the place where, you know, it's most sheltered because they know that these needles have to stay in. And I'm telling these 6'8" guys, I'm taking care of you. And I believe it, and I will. And I've had to.
Can you share with us a specific experience or maybe more than one of something that you were a particularly moving experience of treating soldiers?
Every time it's moving. I don't know who I'm going to face or what I'm going to face, but I had mentioned to one of the Chayalim that I had lost a son 11 months ago, and the fact that he got to be with us for 31 and a half years was amazing. And this soldier shared with me, I probably was the first person he shared with, that one of his close friends had died in up north. And that when his father, he spoke to this Chayal's father, the Chayal said, well, at least we had him for 28 years. And I think it was the first time that he was talking about the death of one of his comrades in arms, because everybody is on so much, you know, they're on reserve, not reserve, they're on ECOT. Like, they don't know what's going to happen next, that they don't have the time to just think about loss and grief and being sad because they don't have time for it.
No time to process it, right?
No time to process it. So I felt really, really honored that he shared that with me. And also, I always feel great when they fall asleep on my table, because some of these guys have shared with me that they haven't fallen asleep for 4 months. They haven't had a good sleep. Mm-hmm. And for those 21 minutes, and sometimes I stretch it out to half an hour.
So what Ina is doing here is a technique called guasha,
which has benefits for the whole body.
Right. And it's not just me, because it could be that someone else already worked on them and then I got them. So, I mean, I feel it's like the synergy between all of the... You come into our healing, and because I put the needles in, I can look and put my face up and see what's going on, and there's magic. I've seen a massage therapist who dances with the soldiers, and she says, I'm just following the energy. We had some guy that someone was doing healing on. He slept during an azaka. He just fell asleep and he did not wake up.
Fell asleep.
And we were like checking his breathing to make sure that he was, you know, okay. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean...
How did the experience strike you emotionally for dealing and psychologically for dealing with soldiers on the front line, as you were yourself on the front line?
I just feel so privileged to be able to help them. I feel that I'm doing a little tiny bit to help them with their emotional and physical bodies. So I do head and shoulder massages, or I do reflexology, depending on what's needed. We need donations to pay for things like the petrol, gas for the cars, because everyone's doing volunteering. And some of the younger therapists, they don't have any work. Their normal jobs, they work in spas, and obviously that's not happening. So they're very financially stretched. Whereas people like me, who already have another income, we don't need so much. But the young people, they definitely need donations to help them.